In this video, we are going to solve another problem by applying the concepts of complex power. The basic concepts of it is linked here, or you can just check the description for the link of the video. Let's get started. The question is, a sinusoidal voltage source supplies 100 kVAr reactive power to a load of Z equal to 250 angle minus 75 degree ohm. Determine the power factor, the apparent power and the RMS voltage. If you know the basic concepts related to complex power and the complex number arithmetic, you can just solve this problem by yourself and then go to this time to verify your answers. Or you can just check the videos that is given in the description and then you can come back to this video. So let's get started. In this problem, the reactive power that is supplied by the load is given and then the load's resistance is given. We need to find out the power factor, the apparent power and the RMS value of the voltage. If you have watched this video, you will be able to find out the angle phi easily. This angle is the load angle or the power factor angle. Phi is equal to minus 75 degree. So this implies that cos phi is cos of minus 75, which is 0.2588. If you have watched the video on power factor correction, you will be able to conclude how good is this power factor. It is not close to 1, it's very less. So you can imagine the losses that will occur to this system. Okay, so let's jump back to this problem now. So we know the power factor now. The power factor is 0.2588. Next, we need to find out the apparent power. What is apparent power? Apparent power will be the product of RMS value of voltage and the current without considering the power factor. Vrms times Irms will be the apparent power. We need to find out this. We don't know the values of the voltage and the current that is supplied to the load. So, we can just take from the data that we already have. We know the reactive power of this. What is reactive power? Reactive power is Vrms times Irms times sin phi, which is 100 kVAr. Right? So we need to find out this term alone. We know phi, so we can find out sin phi as well. Sin phi will be sin of minus 75, which is this is the value of sin phi. So we know this value, we can find out this now. Vrms multiplied by Irms is equal to divided by this. This will be this is the value of the apparent power. 103.53 kVAr. Okay, now we need to find out the RMS value of the voltage. We don't know the value of the current, we don't know the value of the voltage, but we know the product of it. We know Vrms times Irms. So this implies that Vrms will be the current times the impedance, right? What is the value of the current? The current will be apparent power divided by the RMS voltage, which is 103.53 K divided by Vrms. This implies that V square RMS will be 103.53 K times the impedance. The value of the impedance is 250. This implies that V square RMS will be 5.087 kilovolt. There is a common mistake which everyone will make at this step. The problem is very easy. I have told you the basic concepts also, but still today I choose to do the problem because there is a common mistake which everyone will make at this stage. We can find out the power factor easily, we can find out the apparent power, active power, everything easily. But in finding out the voltage RMS, there is a common mistake that everyone will make. After finding the apparent power to be this value, the kVA will be the unit of it. People miss to consider that the apparent power will be this into 10 power 3. They will miss this kilo. So, when considering RMS, they will just take this value which is 103.53. Okay, you may say that at the last the voltage can be put as this times kilowatt. No, that is wrong. I am going to explain you how it is wrong. If you miss to do this K, at this stage, what your answer will be? 103.53 divided by Vrms into ZL. You will consider K at the end or you will just put kilovolt. You will add the K at the end thinking that you will put the answer in terms of kilovolt. But you will make a mistake here. Let me continue this process and explain you how the mistake will appear. So V square RMS will be 103.53 into 250. 25882.5. You will miss the K. You will think that you will add this K in the units. Everyone take your calculator and then find the square root of this term. Okay. So the answer will be 160.88, and thinking that you are adding the K in the unit, you will just put K. When you are doing the square root, you will miss it because the square root of 1000 will be something close to 30 or 31. It is not, okay, if you do the square root of 100, it will be 10. You can just scale down easily. But when you are finding the square root of 1000, you will think that you can take care of it in the units. But when you are taking the square root, you should consider root of K. It is not K. So if you multiply this by square root of 100, you will get this answer. So please take care whenever you are applying the apparent power in order to find some other quantity. It may be voltage or current or some other quantity. Whenever you are considering the value of apparent power in a calculation, you need to take this term as a whole so that you don't miss out the value of K when you are calculating the square or square root of a number. Okay, this problem is basically a easier one. I just thought of skipping this problem because you already know the basic concepts involved in it and you have already solved a couple of problems based on the same concepts. But I just want to illustrate what will happen when you miss this value of 10 power 3 term in calculating the RMS value of voltage. And since it is a very common mistake that everyone is making, I decided to make this video for you. So thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. For more updates, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to ring the bell icon. Thank you.